lesson number 4, sorting materials into groups. So this is the chapter number 4, sorting materials into groups. And what is the meaning of sorting materials into groups? Sorting means dividing and materials into different groups. And why we sort materials and why we divide into groups, we will study in this chapter, chapter number 4, object around us. We have seen that our food and clothes have so much variety in them. As we know, in our food, there is a different variety. So, for example, dahi, ghee, and vegetables. And in the vegetables, there is also variety. So there is a different variety of food, and also there is a different variety of clothes around them. Clothes can be of cotton or can be of synthetic fiber. So there are so many variety of food and clothes around them. Not just food and clothes, there is such a vast variety of objects everywhere. As we know, there are various variety of food and clothes around us. Not just food and clothes, but there is also variety of objects around us. We see around us a chair, a bullock cart, a cycle, a cooking utensils, books, clothes, toys, water, stones, and many other objects. As we know, there are different type of chair, and there are different type of books, and there are different type of clothes, and there are different types of toys, and there are different types of stones. So there are so many variety of objects are available. All these objects have different shape and color and uses. So the objects are available in different variety, and the objects and all these objects have different shapes. Suppose, for example, for example, toys. Toys can be available in different shape and can be available in different colors. And it has different uses. Book has different use, clothes has different use, and water has different use, chair has different use. So the all objects are have different shape and have their different color and have their different uses. Look around and identify objects that are round in shape. So you have to collect objects which are round in shape. Our list may include a rubber ball, a football, and a glass marble. Suppose we are collecting, suppose we are collecting objects that are round in shape. And for example, rubber ball, the size of rubber ball is also round, and the size of football ball is also round, and the size of glass marble is also a round shape. If we include objects that are nearly round, our list could also include objects like apples, orange, and earthen pitcher, ghada. If we what are the objects that are round in shape? First is rubber ball, second is football, and third is glass marble. And we can also include that are nearly round. For example, apples. Apple is not completely round, it is nearly round. And orange is also nearly round. And ghada we use in our home, it is also nearly round. They are not completely round, but they are nearly round. So again, I'm repeating all these things. As we know, in there are so much variety of food and clothes are available in. So there are so much food and clothes are available around them, and also there is a variety of objects are available around them. So there are so many objects around us. For example, chair, stone, toys. These are the object variety of objects, and they can be available and different colors, and they can be also available in different shapes, and their uses are also different from one another. So we have to identify objects that are round in shape, and they can include a rubber ball. And which objects are round in shape? First is rubber ball, football, and glass marble. These are round in shape. And if we include objects that are nearly round, and these are apples and orange and earthen pitcher. Earthen pitcher means ghada. And this material we used in our homes, and these are nearly round objects. So these are the nearly round objects, and these are the objects around us we use in every day. Mobile, toy, and there are different kinds of material we use in every day. These are the objects around us. And next is, we are looking for objects that are edible. Edible means the eatable part, the object which are eatable. We are looking for objects that are eatable. Means we have to collect edible items. Suppose mango can be eaten, and suppose apple can be eaten. So apple, mango are edible. So you have to collect all materials which can be edible. We might include all the items that we have listed in the table 1.1 and table 1.2 and table 1.3 and chapter 1. We might also find that some of these are round shape objects we have listed out or are also in this group. So you have to find all the edible parts, all the edible items, and you have to put in one group. Suppose mango can be eaten, and suppose banana can be eaten. Suppose some other materials that can be eaten are collected into one group, and these are edible items, and these can be of round shape or nearly round shape. Let us say we wish to make a group of objects that are made up of plastic. So you have to find a group of objects that are made up of plastic. And what are their objects? Buckets are made up of plastic. Lunch box are also made up of plastic. Toys also made up of plastic. Water container is also made up of plastic. Pipe is also made up of plastic. So these are the objects made up of plastic. So their question arises, what are the objects that are made up of plastic? And what are the objects? Buckets, lunch box, toys, water container, pipes, and many other objects. These are made up of plastic. There are so many ways to group objects in the above experiment. We have grouped objects on the basis of their shape or the material they are made from. All the objects around us made of one or more material. These material may be glass, metal, plastic, wood, cotton, paper, mud, or soil. So the objects around us made up of one or two materials, and these material can be of glass, and these material can be of metal, and these material can be of plastic, and these can be of wood, and these can be of cotton, paper, and these can be of mud or soil. So the all objects we use around us, they can be of glass, and they can be of metal, and they can be of plastic, and they can be of wood and cotton and paper. So the objects around us are made up of one or more materials. So you have to collect these type of materials. So again, I am repeating, we use different variety of food and clothes used in a day. So there are so much variety of food and clothes are available around them. हमारे आसपास फूड और क्लोथ्स जो है उसकी बहुत ज्यादा वैरायटी अवेलेबल है. फूड की भी बहुत सारी वैरायटी है एंड क्लोथ्स की भी बहुत ज्यादा वैरायटी है. एंड देयर आर आल्सो available, so there are also variety of objects are available, for example chair, bullock cart, and cooking utensil, books, clothes, toys, water. So there are so much variety of so there are so much variety of objects around us, and these objects can be of same different shape and can be of different colors, and their uses are also different. So next is you have to identify objects that are round in shape. For example, rubber ball, these are round in shape, and football, then this is also round in shape, and glass marble, this is also round in shape. So there the question arises, give two items that are round in shape. First is rubber ball, and second is football. And next question arises that give name of the items which are nearly round in shape. And apple, mango, apple, orange, and ghada, these are nearly round in shape. So these are nearly round in shape. Suppose we are looking for, so next question arises, write of edible objects. What are edible objects? That can be the objects that can be eaten. For example, papaya, for example, mango, for example, apple. These are edible. The eatable objects are called edible. So you have to collect edible items. Next is you have to collect the objects that are made of plastic. What are the objects that are made of plastics? Buckets, lunch box, toys, water containers, pipes. These are all made up of plastic. There are so many ways to group objects. In the above example, we have grouped on the basis of their shape or the material they are made from. So these are the different objects made from the plastic. And there are so many ways to group objects. In the above example, we have grouped objects on the basis of their shape or the material they are made from. All objects around us are made up of one or more material. So these all objects, these can be made up of either one material, and they can include one or two materials. And these material can be glass, and material can be metal, and these can be plastic, and these can be wood, and these can be cotton and paper and mud or soil. So these are the objects. So there are so many materials available around us, and these materials are glass, metal, plastic, wood, cotton, paper, mud, or soil. So you have to find which materials are made up of glass. For example, the the container we use are made up of glass, and which material are made up of metal, and which materials are made up of plastic, and which materials are made up of wood. Suppose chair is made up of wood, and which materials are made up of cotton, and which materials are made up of paper, and which materials are made up of mud or soil. So you have to write two items made up of glass, metal, plastic, wood, and cotton. So you have to write all this question. And next is activity 1. Let us collect as many objects as possible from around us. Each of could get some everyday objects from home, and we also collect some objects from the classroom or from the outside the room. So we are collecting many objects, and we can collect objects either from our home, and we can also collect from the classroom, and we can also collect the objects from outside the school. So what will we have in our collection? Chalk, pencil, notebook, rubber, duster, hammer, nail, spoke of wheel, bat. These are also a matchbox, salt, potato. We can also list objects that we can think of but cannot bring to the classroom. For example, wall, trees, door, tractor, road, etc. So this is the activity one. We are collecting different objects, and they can be also available either in home, and they can also we also find from the classroom, and it can also find from outside the school. And what are their collection? Chalk, pencil, notebook, rubber, duster, hammer, nail, soap, spoke of wheel. The lines we use in the wheel are spokes of wheel, bat, matchbox, salt, and potato. So we are collecting these things either in from the classroom, or either from the outside the school, or from the our home. So we are collecting these items. We can also list objects what we can think of but cannot bring to the classroom. So we can think about wall, and we can think about trees, and we can think about doors, and we can think about tractor. So we cannot bring it to these items to the classroom. जो वॉल है, ट्रीज हैं, डोर्स हैं, ट्रैक्टर है, इनके बारे में हम सोच सकते हैं, इनको हम क्लासरूम में नहीं ला सकते. Separate all the objects from these collection that are made from the paper or wood. So there are so many objects, suppose matchbox, salt, potato. So we have to find the objects that are made from the paper or wood. This way we have divided all the objects into the two groups. And what are the groups? Materials made from the paper or wood, or while the other group have objects not made up of paper or wood. So we can separate these objects from either made from the paper or wood. So these are the items: chalk, pencil, notebook. We have to find these are made up of made up of these are paper or wood or not. So chalk chalk is not made up of paper, so these are divided into different group. Pencil, this is made up of wood, so this is divided into group one. And notebook, this is also made from the paper, and so this is divided into group one. And rubber, this is divided into the group two. And duster is made up of the wood, and this is also divided into different group. So we have to collect which items are made from the paper or wood. So suppose rubber duster is made up of wood, hammer is also made up of wood, and soap, nail is not made up of not made up of the wood, and soap is not made up of the wood, and spoke of the wheel, and this is also not made up of the wood. And matchbox, and this is made up of the paper. And potato, this is also not made up of the paper or wood. So we are divided these materials into two groups. So there are two groups: material made from the paper or wood, or material not made from the paper or wood. So there are two groups. First group is material made from the paper or wood, and second material is material which are not made from the paper or wood. So there are two groups. So we are collecting these materials into two groups, either material made from the paper or wood, or material not made from the paper or wood. So one group has the objects that from the paper or wood. Similarly, we could separate the things that are used for preparing food. Let us be a single more systematic. List all the objects collected in the table 4.1 and try to identify the materials that each one is made up of. It could be fun to make this as a large table, collecting information about as many objects as possible. It may seem difficult to find out the material out of which some of these are made. In such cases, discuss with your friends, teacher, and parents. So we are identify these materials. You have to identify these material. Suppose a plate object is taken, and which material is made up of the plate? Steel, glass, plastic, and these are made up of the these plate can be of steel material, and these can be of glass material, and these can be of plastic material. And what is the material used in the pen? Pen can be available either in plastic, and it can be available either in the metal. So these we have to find different objects and the materials they are made up of. So these are the objects, and we have to find materials they are made up of. And these are the objects and the materials they are made up of. So there are so many objects, and there are so many materials available in uh, made up of the different objects. So there are two question arises. What are the material used for making pan? And it can be available either in plastic or either it can be available in metal. And what our material used in the plate? Steel, either glass, either plastic, and these are the material for making plate. So they are so different objects, and we have to find different objects and the material they are made up of. So Bhujo wants to know whether we found some material that are used for making more than one type of object. As we know, one material can be used for different type of material. Suppose wood. It can be used for different material. For example, chair can be made from the wood, and table can be also made from the wood. Bullock cord is also made from the wood, and its wheel is also made of the wood. And what is the objects made from the paper? Books, notebooks, newspaper, toys. So these are the objects made from the paper. What do we find from this table? Firstly, we grouped objects in many different ways. We then found that objects around us are made of different material. At times, an object may be of single material, and objects also can be of different material. So the material can be made up of only single material, and it can be also made up of the different material. And so in the next class, we will find properties of material. And what are the properties of material? First is appearance, and second is transparency and hardness and soluble or insoluble. And next is float or not float. And next is transparency. And these are all properties of material. We will read these property in the next lecture. So again, I am revising this chapter. First, first chapter name is sorting materials into group. So there are so many materials available around us. So we have to divide materials into different groups. Why we divide materials into different groups? To make our work easy. So we divide materials into group. हम क्वेश्चन आता है कि हम जो मटेरियल्स को हम ग्रुप में क्यों डिवाइड करते हैं? क्योंकि सपोज हम लाइब्रेरी में जाते हैं तो हमारे वहाँ सेक्शन बना होता है कि ये हमारी फिजिक्स की बुक्स हैं, ये केमिस्ट्री की बुक्स हैं, ये साइंस की बुक्स हैं, ये एसएसटी की बुक्स हैं। तो ये हम क्यों करते हैं, उनको अलग अलग ग्रुप में क्यों डिवाइड करते हैं? ताकि हमारा वर्क इजी बने, सो दैट वी कैन आइडेंटिफाई बुक्स इजीली. So why we sort materials into groups? To make our work easier, to make our work convenient, we divide materials into groups. So why we divide materials into group? So we divide materials into group because why we divide materials into group? So these are the why we divide materials into the group. So there are so many objects around us. We divide materials into groups to make our work easier and convenient. So this is the reason why we divide materials into groups. So there are so many variety of objects. So there are so many variety of food and clothes are available around us, and there are so many variety of objects around us, and there can be of chair, and there can be so many variety available around them. And these materials can be of, and these material can be of different shape, and these can be material can be available in different colors, and these can be also available in different shape. So these are the objects, these can be available in different shape, and these also can be available in different color, and their uses is also different. So we have to identify objects that are round in shape. So we have to list items that are round in shape. First is rubber ball, second is football, and third is glass marble. These are the different items that are round in shape. And next is we have to collect objects that are nearly round. And what are their objects? Apple, orange, and ghada. These are these are nearly round objects. They completely round nahi hote, they are nearly round. So we have to find round objects and nearly round objects. So these are the different materials, and we are looking for objects that are edible. So next question is what are the edible objects? Edible objects means the eatable objects are called edible objects. So you have to find which objects are edible. Suppose mango, papaya, this is edible objects. So you have to find edible objects, and we might also find that some of these are round shape. So these can be available either in round form, and these also can be available in nearly round shape, and these can be of different shape. Let us say we wish to make a group. So we are finding objects made up of plastic. What are the objects made up of plastic? Buckets, lunch box, toys, water, containers, pipes, and these are also made up of the plastic. So there are so many ways to group objects. In the above example, we have grouped on the basis of their shape or the material they are made from. So why we sort material into groups? There a question arises why we sort materials into groups. To make our work easier, we sort materials into groups. And on which basis it is divided? There are two options on the basis of their shape or the material they are made from. So they are sorted into different groups on the basis of their shape, and next is on the material they are made from. So they are divided into two groups either basis on their shape or either the material they are made from. So they are divided into different shape on either on the basis of either on the they are divided into different group either on the basis of their shape or the material they are made from. So these are so हम जो है जो हम जो मटेरियल को हम डिफरेंट ग्रुप में डिवाइड करते हैं तो हम किस बेस पे डिवाइड करते हैं, या तो उसकी शेप पे या उसके मटेरियल्स जो हम यूज करते हैं उसके बेस पे हम उसको अलग अलग कैटेगरी में डिवाइड करते हैं. All objects are around us made up of one or more material. So there are so many materials, just like metal, plastic, wood, cotton, paper. So they can be of either made from the glass, and either the material can be available from the metal form, and these can be of plastic, and these are the different material from the material made of. So these are the different materials. Next is activity 1. We are collecting objects around us, and we can take these objects either from the home, either in the classroom, either outside the school. So we are collecting different items, and what are the collection? Chalk, pencil, notebook, rubber, duster, hammer, nail, soap, spokes of wheel, bat, and matchbox, salt, potato. So these are the collection we either collect from the school or either collect from the outside the school. So we are grouping these objects. We are dividing we are separating these items into two groups. And what are the groups? The objects made from the paper of wood. And next group is the objects not made from the paper of wood. First group is the object made from the paper of wood, and next is objects not made from the paper of wood. So what are the collection? First is chalk. Chalk is made where the chalk is made up of. Chalk is made up of the wood or any chalk is not made of the wood materials. So these are divided into the group 2. And pencil is made up of the wood. So these are categorized into the group 1. And notebook is made up of the paper, and so it is categorized in the group 1. And rubber is made up of the wood. No, so these are categorized into the group 2. Duster is made from the wood, so these are categorized in the group 1. And hammer is made up of the wood, so these are categorized in the group 2. And nail spokes of the wheel, and these are also not made of the wood. Into the category 2 are divided into category 2. And the matchbox is made from the wood or paper, and so these are categorized in the group 1. Salt, these are categorized into the group 2. And potato, these are categorized in the group 2. So we are dividing these items into two groups, either made from the paper or wood, and next group is the objects that are not made from the paper or wood. So let us a little more systematic all the objects collected. So these are divided into two groups. It could be fun to make this a last table, collecting information about as many objects as possible. It may seem difficult to find out the material of which some of their objects are made. So sometimes, sometimes we cannot find the object the material is made up of. So we can take the help of our teacher, and we can also take the help of our parents to identify these materials. So there are two material objects, plate and pen. And what are the material for making plate? Steel. It can be of steel and it can be of glass and it can be of plastic. And what are the material used for making pen? It can be of plastic and it can be of any metal. So you have to write any two items and the material they are made up of. And next is activity 2. You have table 4.2 list some common material. You can also add or more materials into the column 1 that are known to you, and try to think everyday objects you know that are mainly in the material. So we are using the common life example. Suppose wood. What are the materials made from the wood? Chair, table, and bullock cart. These are also made from the wood. Paper. What are the materials made from the paper? Books, notebooks, newspaper, calendars. So these are the objects made from these materials. And what are the materials made from the leather? Shoes and belt. And these are made up of the leather. And what are the objects made up of the plastic? Mug, container, and lunch box. These are also made up of the plastic. So you have to complete table 4.2, and you can take help from the teacher, and either you can take help from your parents. So this is the activity 2. What do we find that from this table? Firstly, we group many objects in many different ways. We then found that objects around us are made up of different materials, and at times an object may be of single material, and objects could also be of many materials. So the material we use, they can be also